Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Abbey here in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks will be taking on the Bison of Nichols College in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference CCC matchup here tonight. Hello again, I am Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call. Salve Regina 12-6-2 on the season, 8-3-1 in the CCC. Nichols comes into tonight 10-8-2, also 8-3-1 in the CCC. Seahawks, for the moment, hold the top spot because they beat these Bison right here in this building back on December 1st. A 3-2 victory in that game. That is the difference right now for the Seahawks and the Bison in the standings. But the next two nights are going to determine a lot between these two teams. Pretty much the next 24 hours. The teams will play again tomorrow night at 5:40. So the next 24 hours will really determine after this weekend who will be on top of the CCC. If the Seahawks can win both, obviously they are in the driver's seat. If they split with Nichols, they'll still hold the tiebreaker, but there'll be a lot of excitement down the stretch. In net tonight for the Bison, they turn to the sophomore Henry Burns. Last played in the Bison's 2-2 tie with Curry on January 25th. He's 4-2-2 this season, 9.27 save percentage, and a 2.03 goals against average. Meanwhile, for Salve Regina, they have, as always, Blake Wortall, the senior from Trenton, Michigan. Between the pipes, the Seahawks all-time leader in wins, saves, shutouts, and save percentage. And we are about ready to go. A heavyweight fight in store for you here tonight. These two teams, big-time rivalry, and we are underway. Last win for the Bison in the series with the Seahawks was here on this ice in the CCC semifinal. The Bison eliminated the Seahawks on that night in a big upset on their way to a conference title. Udall left side trying to play it in front and the backhand, and it's picked off by Vincent Crivello. Seahawks got the last laugh last season, though, topping the Bison in the NCAA tournament. But no love lost between these two teams. Roach fires one towards the net that's tipped wide by Curtis Carlson. Seahawks will look to clear it out through center. Schmidbauer can't get to it, but it's taken by David Shavria. He plays it up to center. Aruzioni lays a hit. Here comes McLean over the blue line with a blast, and it's deflected up and out of play by Henry Burns. As I said, the 42nd meeting between these two teams. The Bison own the 21-16-4 record. However, the Seahawks have won 4 out of the last 5 overall. Offensive zone draw here for Salve. Budasov will take it against Hogan Davidson. And Davidson's going to get tossed. It'll be Peter Miko now on the draw. Offensive zone right side for Salve. Tie up on the draw. McLean, top of the circle. His shot is blocked. And now breaking back the other way is Peter Miko. Over the blue line, right side to Mango. And his shot sails wide the glove of Otala. Davidson along the far side boards to Mangone. Picked off in deep by Budasov. Scaled off the glass, but not out. McLean trying to get to it left side, and it's going to deflect high into the corner. Leighton will try to move it out. It's deflected back into the slot, but picked off by Nick Sear. Sear along now to Aruzioni, trying to touch it to himself down the slot. Aruzioni still carrying it towards the net. Deflected away by David Shavria. Puck in the left wing corner now. Budasov swings it up top to Kevin Clare. His shot blocked high, and it'll deflect out of play. Seahawks' last game was here at the Abbey. It was a thrilling 4-3 overtime victory for the Seahawks. J.J. Leighton netted his first career goal 40 seconds into overtime. Seahawks thought they'd won that game on a shot from Paul Budasov that was waved off, and then 10 seconds later, after the next puck drop, Leighton, with a no-doubter, won it for Salve as they split with Western New England. Patry along the boards left side all the way up top. Walking it right side is Carabia. Throwing it wide. Tipped over the glove of Burns on a shot that was well wide. And back come the Bison. Baker can't reach to it. Away from Carabia. Wraps it around the boards. Hopping up to the blue line. Crivello there to keep it in. Crivello falls down. Still trying to keep the puck alive. Has to go back to center. Knifed away there by Kyle Moore. And he will flip it. Bouncing it into the corner for Sean Patry, who will throw a shoulder on Lucas Anderson. Puck in the corner now, left side. Baker, his pass deflected by Lippa. And then Lippa deflects it again off the Bison bench. Carries it down the left side boards, gets stapled there by Baker. And the puck now on the right side. Behind the net, Lucas Anderson trying to get it away up the left side. Lippa there to knock it free and play it back in deep. Kidney and Sweeney can't get to it behind the net. On the board's far side, back out to center. Sullivan pokes at it. It comes all the way back to Vincenzo Render. Looking for a home run pass there. Deflected back out to center. Taken by Perron. And he'll flip it in towards Wotala. He'll stick it into the corner. Renda leaves it behind the net now for Frankie Sullivan. He'll chip it off the glass, but not out. And now scaled on a bounce back to Ian Spencer at center ice. Across to Ben Campbell. And he'll play it into the right wing corner. Bit of a feeling out process here early between these two teams. Udall trying to reach for it, able to gain the line right side, loses the puck into the corner. Schmidbauer looking around, knifes it, centers it, deflected off a defenseman in front. Left alone in the slot and now back into the corner for Udall. Plays it into the corner left side. Campbell trying to move it up the boards. And now Foster will gain the line right side, battling with Sear in the corner. And Sear will rip it away and look to clear. Bison coming off an overtime game as well, but they were on the wrong end of it versus Curry. Seahawks led 2-0 in their game, so too did the Bison. And they saw Curry score 3 unanswered, including a goal in overtime to lose 3-2 on their own ice. Near side now, TJ Roach. Cross ice. Valquette did not touch it. And so this will be icing. With 16:09 to go in the first period, still no score. Offensive zone draw, right side. One back to the point, drop down low right side. Eruzione snaps it across the Matthew Dillon. Dillon sends it towards the net, off the pads of Burns. McLean in the corner trying to keep it alive in amongst 3 Bison players. Able to touch it up the boards. Eruzione trying to get it back to Dillon, and he does so. Holds the line, and his shot is blocked off the leg of Noah Pondexter. Quickly back are the Seahawks in the slot. Eruzione trying to dance around a man. Lost the puck behind him, and the Bison will try and clear it. McLean, though, at the blue line, able to softly play it in deep again. Seahawks in the midst of a change. Eruzione, the only one from that shift, still on the ice. Through center, Peter Miko turns it over. Patrick far side. Sends it in deep, and now Eruzione will finally get to the bench. On comes George Sennett. David Sharia waiting behind Henry Burns. Now we'll get the puck back. And Sharia is just pausing. Seahawks are not pressuring here, so Sharia is just waiting. Now on the far side, Roach looks to snap it back to Shavria. Send it there to swat it away and send it in deep. Seahawks are off sides. Moore comes back over the line, and now the Seahawks will pressure again defensively. Mangone, right side, flips it high in the air, bouncing towards Wotala. Renda kicks it into the corner, and now will chase after it behind the net. Renda weaves his way through center, now over the blue line, snaps it on the goal wide, hops off the end glass and hops onto the top of the goal. And Burns will grab it and freeze it. 14:38 to go in the first. Renda, who just had that shot, is 14th in the nation in points per game for defensemen. 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 total points. 3rd overall in the CCC and 6th in the conference versus other CCC opponents. Sullivan angles it off the boards. Sweeney plays it in deep. Kidney trying to track it down from behind. Taken by Anderson. Deflected out to center. Baker now plays it across left side for Menta. Over the blue line. Snaps it towards the goal. It's blocked. Rebound shot is fired wide. In behind the net, out of the reach of Sullivan. Leighton and Baker, left wing side. Leighton can't clear the puck. Left in the circle. And a delayed penalty here. Shot played towards the goal. Wotala will hold it. And we're going to get our first penalty of the game. And it's going to be a hooking call. Looks like it's going against Salve Regina. And it looks like it's going to be on J.J. Leighton. He's the one skating towards the box, shaking his head. Power play for the Bison, 19 of 93, 20% on the season. Penalty kill for Salve Regina, 101 out of 125, 80% on the kill. The Seahawks have taken the 6th most penalty minutes in the entire nation. 361 this season. Shot from the left side is blocked. Rebound touched up top. Roach's shot is blocked as well. And the Seahawks can clear. Colin Clapton scoops it ahead. Schmidbauer will chase after it left side into the corner. 1-on-4. Schmidbauer tripped up, lost his helmet. Will this be a penalty here? Or will it just be a stoppage of play because he lost his helmet? We will just halt play. No penalty. Budasov will draw against Vincent Crivello just outside of the Bison zone left side, and Budasov wins it. Drops it on back to Nick Sear. Sear sauces it in the air all the way back down the ice. And Burns will touch it and leave it behind the net for Campbell. Man to watch for the Bison on the power play. Left side shot played. Wotala will send it around the boards. Curtis Carlson, he's got 5 power play goals this season, leads the team. Seahawks able to clear it. 1:10 to go on the power play. 13:09 to go in a scoreless first period. Bison moving left to right in the road black with white letters and numbers. Seahawks in their home whites. Blue letters and numbers with the green trim. Carabia tracks the puck down behind the net, trying to wrap it around the boards and out. Baker able to play it into the corner. Swings it around behind the net now. Left side, Matt Menta. Wide left side, holding. Now walks it down low, hands back off, up top. Campbell, left side, all the way to the right side now. Baker, off angle shot, and it's deflected away by Wotala. 12:34 to go in the first, 33 seconds to go on the power play here for Nichols. Hogan Davidson will take the draw here for Nichols on the power play. Tie up on the draw. Jumping in is Perron. Sends it up to the point to Roach. Left side taken there by Carlson. Roach back to the right side. Perron, top of the circle, sends it towards the net, and it's blocked in front. Seahawks trying to clear it, and they can't. Carabia was the one who blocked the shot. Now he tries to move it out into the corner. Swatted towards the slot, angled up to the blue line, not out. Roach at the right point keeps it alive. Back to even strength in 7 seconds. Shot played towards the net. Blocked by Wotala in behind the cage. Around right side, Roach will get it. Layton out of the box. Back to even strength. Ruzioni hops on for Layton. And we're even. Left side, shot deflected from Carlson. Bouncing into the right wing corner. Roach will play it in deep. Davidson collides with Carabia. Puck around the boards to the left side now. And it's grabbed by Renda. And he'll just try and run away from Hogan Davidson. Carabia now on the near side. Accelerates forward and then scoops on the backhand towards the net. And Burns is going to cover it up with Ruzioni on the doorstep. 11:32 to go in the first period. No score. Bison now 0 for 1 on the power play. Just 1 penalty so far here in the first period. Budasov was going to draw it against Pondexter, but he gets tossed. So Kyle McDonald now will be in the faceoff circle for the Bison. One back to McLean. His shot off the pads of Burns. And in behind the net, Ruzioni and Budasov both behind the cage, battling for it against Ben Campbell. Puck squirts free into the right wing corner. McLean throws the shoulder in deep. 2 Bison there against John McLean. And it's worked free by Pondexter. Played across the ice, in stride. Here comes Ian Spencer. Back to Pondexter with a wrist shot and a glove save made by Wotala. Bison will have an offensive zone draw here. Left wing side. Crivello will take it against Schmidbauer. And it's won by the Bison. Right side, Baker trying to deke around Wotala, and he knifes it away. Design play there off the draw. Roach played it quickly to the right side. Baker had an angle for a moment. Couldn't elevate the puck, just tried to tuck it past Wotala. Scooped off the glass. Udall trying to knife it down. Here comes Schmidbauer now over the line right side, trying to drag it into the slot. And then two men come and collide with him to knock away the puck. Seahawks move it back up to the point. Dillon's shot deflected on the goal. Blocked towards the net, and they score! That puck had eyes. Dillon with the initial shot. It went right through the skates of, I believe, Menta, who came up to try and get in the way. And then it just pinballed around off of Burns. All sorts of traffic in front. Seahawks take the lead. And we'll get a look at the replay. All sorts of havoc in front. We'll see who they give that one to on the stats. And we get the formal announcement. And they give it to Eric Udall. Here comes Foster, though, over the line left side. Make that Carlson. His shot is blocked. Foster can't get to it. And Kidney will run it away from trouble, snap it around the boards. And this is going to be icing against Salve with 10:09 to go in the first. Seahawks jump on top 1-0, though. For Udall, that is his second of the season, to go along with 2 assists. Seahawks lead 1-0. Puck scooped down the right side, no icing. Spencer trying to get away from Tim Sweeney. Leaves it for Ben Campbell. Campbell snaps it up the ice. Foster gloves it down. Blocked in center. Campbell comes away with it. Touches it to Carlson. Left side towards the net. Tipped towards the goal. Well wide. And then Wotala reaching back. Looks to cover it up. And he throws his arm up as if like, hey, come on. Blow the whistle. I've got it. Tonight is the Headway Foundation Real Concussion Progress game for Salve. The Seahawks want to bring awareness about concussions as part of the Concussion Awareness Week with the Headway Foundation. Headway Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit addressing sports concussions. Shot from the point is blocked. Sennett trying to deflect it out, cannot. Foundation was founded by former NCAA hockey players who endured concussions during their college careers. And so Seahawks want to bring plenty of awareness. So much awareness being brought to concussions in all sports, not just hockey. But a great educational and informative part of playing the game. Moore tangling right side, trying to get to it. Anderson able to snap it past Patry. Now Hogan Davidson breaking through center, over the line left side, pulls up, puts on the brakes, hands off. Puck played down into the corner now. Mangone behind the net, trying to center in front. It's deflected. That was Evan Nias. Mangone now again walks it up the boards, left side being harassed by Sear from behind. Nias at the point, plays it in deep. Davidson touches it, leaves it for Morrison, and his centering pass back up to the point gets all the way out to center. Nias plays it across. Udall will grab it for Salve. Swings it with a backhand into space. Budasov looking to carry over the blue line right side with speed. Budasov snaps it on the goal. Burns makes the pad save. Rebound hops into the right wing corner. Budasov and McLean both in there for Salve. Budasov trying to tuck it back around in front, and it will deflect all the way into the corner. Delayed penalty coming here. Aruzioni moves it up top to the point. Sullivan snaps it towards the goal. That's blocked. Claire in the high slot deflects it towards the net. McLean reaching for it, and now we get a whistle. Just as Wotala was trying to make his way to the bench. 8:12 to go in the first period, and now the Seahawks will be on the power play. And heading into the box is David Shavria. So now power play time for Salve. 24 of 107, 22% on the power play are the Seahawks. 68 of 79, 86% on the kill is Nichols. Matt Dillon across to Renda. Back to Dillon up top. Fake the drive across left side. Clapton with a big drive that's blocked by Campbell. Takes some courage to step in front of that one, but he does so. Back up top to Dillon. Right side, Renda plays it down low. Aruzioni curling in deep, lost an edge. Keeps the puck alive in deep, looking to spin back to the outside. Back to the inside along the boards. He's trapped, and the puck is sent off the glass all the way down the ice. Minute and a half to go on the power play now for Salve. Dillon across to Clapton, weaving his way through center now over the line left side. Clapton is going to pull up and wait for help. Clapton spinning at the blue line. Davidson trying to play it into space to Mangone, and Clapton reaching out, swatting that one out of midair. McLean plays it up to Renda. Renda straight away up top. Moves it back to Clapton. Make that Dillon with a drive that goes wide. Budasov keeps it alive. Back up top to Renda. Waiting. Wrist shot. Saved by Burns. Rebound. Hops away from Budasov along the wings. Swatted in back. Budasov top of the left wing circle. Up top to Dillon. Able to keep it along the blue line. Dillon right side. Down low. Ruzioni trying to feed Budasov on the back door. That goes wide. Renda keeps it up top. Renda. Snap back to Budasov. His wrist shot blocked by Anderson. Renda right side. Keeps it alive for Salve. Walks his way into the slot with a shot, and Burns makes a save. Seahawks grab the rebound. Budasov up top. Across to Renda. 29 seconds to go on the power play. Renda again deking his way inside. Back to Dillon. Left side it's Budasov. Up top Matt Dillon once again. Across to Renda. Everyone pitching in close. Dillon waiting. Shooting, and it's blocked again. Budasov and Dillon left side trying to dig it out. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Lots of chances. Here comes McLean. Waiting, shooting, and it's saved by Burns. Great action there for Salve on the power play. But good defense from the Bison, stepping in front of some shots. 8 seconds to go on the man advantage for Salve, leading 1-0. 6:20 to go in the first period. Tie up on the draw, one back to the point, 5 seconds to go on the power play. Sullivan waiting, shooting, blocked in the slot, jamming for the rebound. Lippa trying to get to it, down on one knee, he can't get it. Crivello back for the Bison. Will spin in his own zone and move it back up. Sullivan takes it away in the Seahawks zone. And deflected in, so no icing. With 6 minutes to go in the first period. Back to even strength, Seahawks leading 1-0. Sear at the blue line, keeps it alive, sends it towards the net, deflects into the corner. Up the near side boards. Back out to center and then sent into the Seahawks end of the ice, and this will be icing against the Bison. Offensive zone draw for Salve with 5:48 to go in the first. Kyle Moore. And the faceoff is won by the Bison around the boards. Layton trying to keep it in, cannot. And we have a penalty coming here, I believe, against the Seahawks. And Layton looking around, I think it's on him. It was a kind of 4-man scrum. Everybody kind of pinned against the boards. And I think Layton is going for a check. So, second trip to the box for J.J. Layton. Power play time for the Bison, trying to tie it up. Roach, right side, snaps it towards the goal, and they score! Right off the bat on the power play. They score, and we're tied. That one may have been tipped in front. Roach was the one who sent it from the blue line. It's Miko leading the line. Either way, it is tied 1-1 with 5:32 to go. Bison now 1 for 2 on the power play. Seconds into that power play, the Bison scored. So a very costly penalty for J.J. Layton, immediately leading to that goal. After the Seahawks had a number of scoring opportunities on their own power play. Looking to make it 2-0. So we start again. Diving attempt by Carlson there to swat that one out of the air. Great individual effort there as the Seahawks wanted to go cross ice. and get it to Colin Clapton. Udall trying to weave his way through center, is going to drop it back off to Dillon. Snapped across to Clapton. And now we have another penalty. They're giving Eric Udall an unsportsmanlike call here. He was on his way to the bench. There was a big hit behind the play. Udall can't believe it. So we will skate 4-on-4 here with 4:48 to play in the first. A lot more space out there now for these teams. We'll see who that favors. Seahawks have Budasov, Eruzione, Dillon, and Renda. A lot of speed out there. Dillon and Renda, some of the top scoring defensemen in the conference and the nation. Baker off the face-off win for Nichols. Sends it cross ice. Taken by David Sharia. He'll gain the line. Watched by Renda. Spinning along the boards now. Renda challenges him. Pokes the puck away. Loose behind the net. Grabbed by Eruzione. Trying to pick his way now through neutral ice. Accelerating now. Galloping over the blue line left side. Trying to leave it off for Budasov. Eruzione puts on the brakes in the corner. Swings it back up top to Dillon with space. Shot towards the net. Held by Burns. Hanging on to that one. 29 seconds gone on the 4-on-4. 4:19 to go in the first. So it's Udall in the box for Salve. Justin Perron, freshman from Thetford Mines, Quebec, in the penalty box for Nichols. And it was a body check and an unsportsmanlike, respectively, for those penalties. Puck deflects off of Clare. Campbell now trying to hit Hogan Davidson in stride with a wrist shot save made by Wotala. Crivello trying to track down the rebound. Lippa able to drop it into the corner. And Clare there for Salve Regina will walk it forward. Lippa trying to carry down the middle in space. Sear catches up to it, trying to backhand it back to Lippa. And it deflects into the corner and scooped back out to center. Grabbed by Sennett. Sullivan will wait behind Blake Wotala. Colin Clapton strides through center, over the line right side. Has to track down the puck in the corner. Behind the net. Kidney trying to turn back to the outside. Puck poked away from him there. Davidson grabs it for Nichols. Plays it into the middle. Roach now will skate the right side. Roach now angling down the middle. Puck poked away from him by Sullivan. Roach will catch up to it in the corner, along with Carlson. Kidney there for Salve. He grabs it. 19 seconds left of 4-on-4. Kidney with Clapton to his left. Over the line, and offsides is called. .3:02 to go in the first period. 14 seconds left of 4-on-4. Budasov on the draw at center ice, and it's won by Nate Foster for the Bison. Foster now. Back to the near side. Here comes Campbell right side over the line. Falls down, trying to get it in stride to Foster. Lost it behind the cage, tied up with Renda. Grabbed now by Kevin Clare, and we're back to 5-on-5. With 2:41 to go in the first. In a tie game, Clare fan on the pass, and it's picked off. Crivello knifed away, back in front for a shot. Save Wotala, rebound shot played towards the net, and that is saved as well. Taken away from Justin Perron, who does a great job to keep it alive now left side. Trying to center it back to Foster. Eruzione will grab the loose puck, and the Seahawks want to try and calm things down here. But Eruzione still trapped in the corner, able to get it away to John McLean. Snap cross ice and picked off by Hines. Onside now, waiting. Has it poked away. McLean will grab it and walk his way into the corner. Back to Budasov, trying to just bank it out to center on the clear. and a big battle. And the puck comes back out to center. And the puck is thrown on the right side, and easy offsides call there could have been made. You had two players clearly over the blue line left side. Seahawks, Zach Klon, screaming for that call there. Didn't get it. Luckily, the Bison had the puck knocked away on the wraparound chance. Onside here, though, in the corner left side. Mangone trying to track it down behind the net. Sweeney will grab it for Salve. Plays it into the middle. Clapton touches it to Schmidbauer. Over the line right side. Ducks the shoulder. Able to drive into the corner. Backhands it around the boards. Grabbed by the Bison. 1:28 to go in a very exciting first period. The type of game we thought we'd get. Mangone bumping with J.J. Layton. Plays it behind the net. Davidson there as well. Puck off to the side of the cage. Hops out wide. Menta peels it off the boards. Waiting. Drops it back down to Davidson. He'll flip it into the corner. Mangone collides with his teammate Menta, who now will swing it around the boards, and a delayed penalty coming here against Salve. Net is empty with 1:02 to go. Spencer plays it towards the net, and they score! Tipped in by Menta with the extra attacker, and the Bison take a 2-1 lead with 59 seconds to go in the first period. And now Layton is being sent to the box, so he is once again victimized. Let's see, we'll get another look at the goal. You can see Spencer with the shot and the tip in front. 2 unanswered for the Bison, and they can add more. This has been a rough first period for J.J. Layton after being the hero here last Saturday. Here comes Menta. Power play for the Bison as they were able to score with the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. J.B. Baker right side behind the net. Menta waiting. Watched by Sear and Renda. Down low, Crivello. Backside to Baker. Fakes the short side shot. Now walks it left side. All the way back up top. Menta trying to settle it down. Back to Campbell. 29 seconds to go in the period. Campbell goes wide of Baker. Crivello keeps it alive down low. Baker along the far side boards. Slowly walking it out high. Touched back down low. Crivello left side. Back to Baker. His pass intercepted and taken away by Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore now on a breakaway shorthanded. Shoots and it's saved by Burns. And with 3 seconds to go, the puck will be pinned to the end boards. And that'll do it for a thrilling first period. Seahawks jump on top 1-0, but the Bison come roaring back. They score 2 unanswered, including one on a power play and one with a delayed penalty. And they will have a minute and a second left of power play time. When we return for the second period, we will take a quick break while they tend to the ice. Salve Regina trailing Nichols right now 2-1. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Start of the second period. Nichols leading Salve Regina 2-1. They'll be on the power play. We had a moment here in between the periods. The Seahawks wanted to remember Tom O'Donnell of the class of '96. O'Donnell played 4 seasons as a goaltender for the then Newporters under our Hall of Fame coach Tom Ferreira. He married his college sweetheart Allison Cooney, and the couple raised three daughters, Haley, Grace, and Caroline. Sadly, Odie, as he was known, passed away unexpectedly last February. Tonight, in between the first and second period, the Seahawks presented Mrs. Allison O'Donnell with a commemorative jersey from Tom's playing days at Salve with his number 30 that he wore as a netminder for the Newporters. The Seahawks are dedicating tonight's game to the memory of Thomas O'Donnell. So a wonderful ceremony we had here with the O'Donnells in between the periods. And it puts everything in perspective. But back to the game at hand. Seahawks have put themselves behind the 8 ball a little bit here, trailing 2-1. Icing here against the Bison with 48 seconds to go on a power play. J.J. Layton in the box here to start the second. And he has kept the seat warm in that penalty box. He's been in there for 3 of the 4 Seahawk penalties. The ones that led to power plays. Face-off win here for the Bison in their own zone. Peter Miko up to Curtis Carlson. Across now to Perron, top of the left wing circle. Plays it back to the right side for a blast. That's saved by Wotala. Miko with the rocket from the right side. Couldn't get it to go. Bison will reset. Through center ice, Davidson tips it over the line into the corner, trying to track it down. Pressured from behind by Nick Sear, wrapped around the boards, and the Seahawks are able to clear it down the ice. Campbell from behind the net, tips it out through center, and we're back to even strength as the puck rolls in on Motala. He'll freeze it with 18:57 to go in the second. Back to even strength with 18:56 to go here in the second period. Offensive zone draw for the Bison. Cravello will take it against Schmidbauer. And it's one back to J.B. Baker. Snaps it on the goal right off the draw, and it goes wide. Scooped out to center. Colin Clapton in stride. Swats it into the corner. Schmidbauer looks around and angles it around the boards. Right side now Clapton. Shuffles up to the point. Sear snaps it in deep once again. Left side. Patry trying to spin his way, make this Udall spinning left wing corner. Spins, fires it on the goal. Save made by Burns. Rebound away from Campbell, back into the slot. Clapton trying to square it up, and it's deflected high and up and out of play. Second period is usually a big period for the Bison. This year they've scored 45% of their goals in the second period. They've only allowed 13 second period goals. That's a 15 goal differential, best second period scoring differential in the CCC. Endicott and UNE have a plus 14 in the second period. But even bigger for the second period, even though the Bison have outscored opponents in the second period, they're 0-5-1 when trailing after the second. So we'll see what the Seahawks are able to do here in the second period, trailing 2-1. Here comes Peter Miko over the line left side, waiting, drops it off to Mangone for a shot that goes wide. Roach collects the rebound on the far side, trying to drop it down low to Mangone, picked off by McLean. Davidson, though, blocks his outlet pass and keeps it alive right side. Davidson turning up top, blitzed by 2 men, softly plays it down low. Peter Miko pinned to the boards. Davidson grabs the loose puck again, spins it around the glass. Left wing side, Mangone catches up to it, able to backhand it in deep. Carabia first there for Salve, touches it up the boards, swatted at by Ruzioni, gloved down by Patry, played forward, carried over the blue line, knifed out back to center. Ruzioni trying to catch up to it, picked off by Anderson. And then his pass is picked off by Ruzioni, dancing over the blue line. And then it's lost. Anderson quickly up and touched in by Justin Perron. Wotala plays it into the right wing corner. Tie up there. Puck comes free to Patry. Patry trying to get it back in stride to Sennett. Kept alive by Kyle Moore. Ducks the shoulder into the corner. Moore with a wrist shot. That's blocked. Curtis Carlson now back out through center. Weaves his way into the middle. Picked off by Kyle Moore. In stride to Kidney off the bench on a breakaway. Kidney with a shot, and he scores! Matthew Kidney all alone in on Henry Burns. Ties the game. Third goal of the year for Kidney. We'll give you a look at the replay. This play made here by Kyle Moore, who sends it in stride to Kidney onside, just off the bench, over the glove of Burns. And we start again. 16:37 to go in the second. Pondexter from center, trying to pass it high into the zone. It goes over the glass and out of play. We will draw at neutral ice. And we'll draw right at center. Pondexter and Lippa. Bison win the draw. Chivria around the glass, behind the net. Wotala touches it to Dillon, up the boards. Players battle in the corner along the near side. And the puck will roll back to the Bison zone. TJ Roach backtracking, moves it to Pondexter. Snap wide on the far side of Brady Valquette. Valquette, though, pressuring Dillon. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of technical difficulty. Still 2-2 here. Udall breaking back right side. Dragged down from behind, trying to play it towards the net. And we will have a power play here for the Seahawks with 15:08 to go in the second period. So a trip against Ben Campbell puts the Seahawks on the power play, and they will have a chance to take the lead. Face-off one into the corner. Renda up top. Dillon fakes the drive. Left side. Clapton back to Dillon. He lets it fly and it goes wide. Rebound poked around into the corner. Kept alive down low to Clapton. McLean pinned to the boards. Looking for help. Sends it all the way up top to Renda with space. Walking right side. Snap back up top to Dillon. Across Clapton. Back to Renda right side. Up top, Matt Dillon. Snaps it on the goal again. Off of Burns into the corner. Clapton races in to keep it alive. Renda right side, watched by Davidson. Down low to Eruzione, curling at the circle. Sends it towards the goal wide. Clapton racing over, reaching out to keep it alive. Sends it sprawling into the right wing corner. McLean pinned to the boards there, tied up with Nias. Able to get it away to Eruzione. Left side now, Clapton back up top to Dillon. Waiting, back to Clapton. Touch back to Renda, shoots it, and it's blocked. Evan Nias getting in the way of that one. Renda dancing his way through the slot, back to Eruzione. Renda again sends it towards the goal. Blocked and saved by Burns, and then the Bison get a big clear, at least back out to center. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Renda near side, sends it across the ice. Off the boards comes McLean. Lost it, and diving for it was Davidson, able to get it away to Foster on a breakaway here, shorthanded. Foster with a shot, and it's saved by Wotala. 13:39 to go in the second period. Game tied at 2. This is the kind of game we expected to get. Heavyweight fight. There was a bit of a feeling out process early, and now both teams starting to throw their haymakers. Seahawks able to tie it up here early on in the second. 28 seconds left on the power play, trying to take the lead. Frankie Sullivan waiting behind Blake Wotala, snaps it near side. Runs off Sear's stick. Shavria sends it back down the ice. Seahawks can maybe get one more rush if they hurry. Wotala chips it to Budasov. Left along now for George Sennett. Over the line left side. Sennett pulls up, trying to send it cross ice, and it deflects high and out of play. 4 seconds left on the power play for Salve. They'll have an offensive zone draw. And a long way for Ben Campbell to go. So maybe we'll get an extra second or two with 5 skaters on 4 in the Bison end of the ice. Long change here this period for Nichols. First going to win the draw. They do so. Kidney looking for an angle. Wanting a penalty, couldn't get one. And then his pocket's picked. And now breaking back the other way is Brady Valquette with a wrist shot and a save made by Wotala. Right into the gut. He holds on. .12:59 to go in the second. Back to even strength and even on the scoreboard as well. Seahawks now 0 for 3 on the power play. Nichols 1 for 3. Seahawks win the defensive zone draw, move it around the boards, touched by Campbell, back the other way. Here comes Udall trying to snap it on the goal, and it's saved by Burns. Back-to-back plays where you saw the individual speed of both Brady Valquette and Eric Udall. Offensive zone draw. Schmidbauer able to reach around Perron, I believe, on that draw. And with one hand, able to swat it towards the net. And Burns holds on, freezes it. We'll draw again. And it's won by the Bison. Nias behind the net. Around the boards. Foster collided by Clapton. Foster able to get it back. Trying to touch it back out to center, and he does. Clapton along with Schmidbauer trying to get to it. Taken now by Curtis Carlson. Carlson right side trying to get around Kevin Clare. Two of them battle against the boards in deep. Puck comes free to Colin Clapton. Make this Dylan Carabia. Trapped in the corner. Sends it around the boards. It sails right on the boards. And gets back to the Bison zone. Not far enough for icing. Anderson trying to hit Foster. Picked off by Dillon. He turns, surveys the field. Gets it to Budasov, who touches it into the Bison zone. Taken away by Nias. Far side of the ice, away from Anderson. Dillon scoops it in the air over Eruzione, taken back by Nias. Anderson once again given away to Dillon, who fires it around the boards, in deep, deflected towards Burns. He leaves it behind the cage for Nias. McLean runs into him there. Puck all the way up top to the point, kept alive by Dillon. Snaps it towards the goal, tipped wide by Budasov. Eruzione, right side, sends it up to the point. Dillon snaps it on the goal, tipped and grabbed by Burns. 11:37 to go in the second. Game tied at 2. Offensive zone draw for Salve. Won by the Bison. Shavria leaves it behind the net for TJ Roach. Up the near side, Menta tips it out to center. Taken away by Vincenzo Renda. Able to send it over the glove of Menta in deep once again. Sennett chasing after it with Roach. And it's going to get back down the ice. Will this be icing? And it will be. No deflection there from the Seahawks at center. So we'll come all the way back down the ice. Elsewhere in the CCC, Western New England and Becker tied at 1 midway through the second. Also midway through the second, UNE leading 3-1 up in Biddeford over Endicott College. Wentworth leading Curry 1-0 early second period. And then 2-2 here between Salve Regina and Nichols. Patry peels it off the boards, trying to hop around a man in behind the net, taken away by Crivello. He angles it off the glass now. Menta in stride over the line right side will pull up, look for reinforcements. Now snap it towards the goal, deflected up and out of play. .10:58 to go in the second period. Game tied at 2. As I said at the beginning of the period, second period has been big for the Bison all year long. They've outscored their opponents by 15 goals in the second period, best in the CCC. Only have allowed 13 second period goals, make it 14 now tonight. However, the Bison are 0-5-1 when trailing after the second. Seahawks had a chance on the power play to get the lead. We're back to even strength. Kidney tied up, puck fluttering in the left wing circle. Lippa able to find the puck that was just pinballing around. Delayed penalty coming here. Lippa will walk it back out through center. Seahawks able to get Wotal to the bench with 10.5 to go in the second. Net empty. Seahawks with the extra attacker out. Cross ice to Kidney. Kidney over the line. Kidney right side. Snaps it on the goal. Save made by Burns. Kidney gets it back up to Eruzione in the corner. Trying to knife it back up to the point, and it's finally touched by Peter Miko. About 15 seconds there of extra attacker time. So the Seahawks back on the power play, looking for the lead after leading 1-0 and then trailing 2-1. Things are knotted up here. Midway through the second period, Dillon will have to chase it all the way back after the Bison get a big clear. Matt Dillon up the ice to Eruzione. Softly across to Renda, gains the line, takes it wide right side, drops it back off to Eruzione. Now Dillon straight away up top, Eruzione right side. In the circle, across, trying to get it to Colin Clapton, and it's taken by Foster. That pass just a little bit behind Clapton. Here comes Foster colliding with Dillon. Doing a good job just to carry it himself and kill some time. 1:20 to go on the power play. Clapton tied up along the near side boards. Puck rolls into the corner. Grabbed by Curtis Carlson. Played into the corner and then snapped off the boards and down the ice again by the Bison. Matthew Dillon walks his way through center and then snaps it around the boards into the right wing corner. It will come to John McLean. Looking to backhand it to the point. Taken by Budasov. Swung up to Renda. Renda back to Matt Dillon. Renda right side. Dancing into the high slot. Moves it back to Dillon. Up to Renda. His one-timer. Save! Backhand score! John McLean pokes it past Burns, and the Seahawks retake the lead. On the power play, Salve Regina back in front for John McLean, his 10th of the season. And we'll get you a look at the replay. Dillon to Renda, his shot. Save was initially made by Burns, but then John McLean there to follow it up. And the Seahawks back in front. Back and forth we go. These are the types of games these teams play. These crazy back and forth affairs. That's the way it's been the last couple of years. Kyle Moore trying to fight his way through center, has it poked away. Sear there to recover it. He dances through center, now gains the line. Sear across to Patry. He'll carry it into the corner. Trying to swing it back up. Sullivan with a flutter puck towards the net, and it's held by Burns. That one was spinning all over the place. 8:24 to go in the second. Salve leading 3-2. Offensive zone draw for the Seahawks. Lipa will take it against Justin Perron, and he wins it. And point pass is picked off by Carlson. Carlson touches it into space. Sullivan there to pick it off. TJ Roach in the Bison end of the ice. Back to Carlson at center. Knocked away there. Roach will get it back. Deflected by Sweeney, so no icing. Wotala behind the cage will play it into the left wing corner. Scooped in the air, out to center. Roach able to settle it down. Taken away by Lipa. Angled off the glass, in deep. Burns thought about going to get it. Instead watches Roach push it all the way up the boards. Comes all the way to Kevin Clare, backtracking in his own zone. Now Sullivan. Tipped in by Schmidbauer right side. On the far side, Clare trying to keep it alive with Schmidbauer. Clapton trying to fire it into the corner. Able to get it behind the net. Puck comes to Eric Udall. Touch back to Schmidbauer! And his one-time shot is deflected by Burns from point-blank range. Udall spins it back to Clapton. Angled off the boards up top. Kevin Clare waiting. Snaps it on the goal. Tipped by Udall. Goes wide. Udall back to Clapton. Trying to fake his way into the slot with a backhand. And it's held by Burns. .7:11 to go in the second period. Offensive zone draw once again for the Seahawks. John McLean and Hogan Davidson on the draw, and it's won by Davidson. Mangone can't get to it. They wave off icing. Dillon in behind the net, colliding with Peter Miko. Left wing corner now. Miko trying to get it up top to the point. Campbell feathers it in deep. Renda grabs it behind Wotala. Tie up there. Miko comes to get the puck. His centering pass knocked away. And then scooped out to center. But I think that one went off the protective netting on the far side. Friends of Seahawk Athletics, you're invited to participate in the Seahawk Open. This golf tournament for Salve Regina Athletics is scheduled for Monday, April 29th at Middletown's Wanamatanomi Golf and Country Club. For more information, please check out the Seahawk Open on our website under the Inside Athletics tab. Right side shot played towards the goal. Wotala makes a save. Rebound in behind the net. Left wing side kept alive by the Bison. Campbell saucers it across right side. Spencer waiting, touches it back into the slot, deflected towards the net. Back out to the blue line, and Campbell able to settle it down, plays it into the corner. Baker spinning along the wall. Drops it down low to Crivello. Make this Matt Menta. Puck loose in the left wing circle. Renda wanted to skate it out. It was deflected and now angled back in deep once again. Dillon able to get it out to center. Menta sends it across the ice with 6:03 to go in the second period. Salve leading 3-2. Aruzioni. Right side to Kyle Moore. Puck deflected out near the blue line. It'll get back over, back out to center. Off the near side boards, Nick Sear looks to carry it through center. Hands off to Renda. Renda down the middle. Takes it wide. Plays it to Kyle Moore with a wrist shot. Save it! There's a score! No! Waved off! Seahawks thought that one was in. Burns took a little look over the shoulder. It was an off-angle shot from Kyle Moore, trying to go real short side. Burns looked around, was able to keep that one out. Everyone on the Seahawk bench jumped up for a moment, and it was a delayed signal from the official. He couldn't see the puck. Scooped into the corner by the Bison. Seahawks will look to clear it. Patry trying to drop it along 4 more. Nias now grabs it for the Bison. Navigating his way through center. Tucked in deep by Davidson. Wotala will touch it first. Plays it into the corner. Sear angles it off the glass. Nias once again at center for the Bison. Anderson back to Nias. Nias looking to carry it himself, has it poked free. Sennett will grab it and flip it end over end. Bouncing in towards the net. Behind the cage it goes. Patry tangling with Nias. Grabbed by Anderson. Skating away from Sennett. Foster. Now Nias. Played up the near side boards. Players jamming right in front of the Bison bench. A lot of stick fighting going on right now, and some lumber down the ice as well. Right in front of the scorer's box now. Foster can't get to it. Lippa grabs it and gains the line right side. Hands off to Sean Patry. Snaps it towards the goal. It's tipped by Roach. That one went off a Bison glove, and it's held by Burns. 4:36 to go in the second. Seahawks leading 3-2. Offensive zone draw. Bison come away with it. Look to skate out of their own zone. Valaket over the line right side. Plays it in deep. Wotala and him collide behind the net. Puck is loose in the corner. Wotala races to get back in his crease. As Valaket skates it up the boards right side. Shot is played towards the net is wide. Shavria around the glass. Valaket touches it down low. Picked off by the Seahawks. Lippa able to finesse it back out to center. Shavria giving ground up to Foster, taken away by Frankie Sullivan, who sends it end over end into the left wing corner with 3:56 to go in the second. Udall went to go pick off the pass intended for Valaket, taken now by Schmidbauer. Renda quickly up to Clapton, who's able to tip it high into the corner. Udall first there behind the net, looking to get it to Clapton. Roach peels it away from him. Collides with Clapton. Udall, though, recovers right wing corner. Surveying the field. Snap to Renda. Pinching down the boards right side. Renda now dancing into the corner. Behind the net. Around to Schmidbauer. Trying to shield Pondexter. Renda now on the left wing corner. Tangling with TJ Roach. The two defensemen battling in deep. Schmidbauer now with the puck. Alone right side. Lost an edge. Falls down. With one hand trying to reach out to keep it alive. Clapton at the blue line. Sends it into the left wing corner. Roach and Schmidbauer battling once again. Puck back out to center. Taken by the Bison and dumped in deep by Adam Morrison. Puck in the slot. And turned over. In the high slot. Left side. Touch pass back to the right side. Shot played across and deflected. Pondexter, don't know if he wanted to pass that one or if it just came off his stick weird. Here's Budasov with a wrist shot. Save made by Burns, and he covers up the rebound. That was Kyle McDonald off the turnover for the Bison. Free in the slot. Kind of walked right side, wanted to get it back to Pondexter. And it came quickly off Pondexter's stick. Don't know if he was trying to pass it back or if it just took a bad bounce for him. He had some net to shoot at. Seahawks win the draw. Carabia sends it wide of the net. Left wing corner, McLean there for Salve. Picked off by Campbell. Scaled off the glass. Bouncing into the Seahawks zone. Taken by Menta now. Dancing into the slot with a shot. And it's saved by Wotala. Back to Spencer, who's one-timer. Flutters off his stick. Deflected by Carabia. Back up to the point, Campbell. Snap across to Spencer. Ride right side. Back left side. Trying to hit Baker on the weak side. Deflected by the Seahawks and taken away by Budasov, who tries to roll it in stride to Eruzione. But a great job there by Baker to dive and get in the way. And now Crivello takes it right side in the slot. Campbell with a shot that's saved. Rebound. Loose off to the side of the net, and Wotala will prance on it with 2:02 to go in the second. Bison will have an offensive zone draw. Right wing side to the left of Blake Wotala. Kyle Moore will take it against Hogan Davidson. And it's won by the Bison. Shot from Miko is deflected, blocked out to center by Patry. Sent back, but Renda picks it off. Along now for Dillon. Snap across ice and picked off by Mangone. Over the blue line right side, turns the corner on Dillon, sends it towards the net, and it's off of Otala into the corner, and angled back out to center ice. Anderson looking to flip it forward. Kyle Moore trying to kick it forward. Dillon pitching up the left side. Now Kyle Moore onside, takes it into the corner along with Hogan Davidson. Nias grabs the puck behind the net. Patry pins his man to the board. That was Peter Miko. Puck turned over to George Sennett. Up to the point, Renda. Renda with space, snaps it towards the goal, looking for a tip. Had Kyle Moore screening, and Henry Burns holds on. With 1:14 to go in the second period, Salve Regina leading 3-2 over Nichols here in this big CCC matchup. Both of these teams with even conference records. The Seahawks beat the Bison back here on December 1st. 2 months later, trying to repeat that same feat and take control of the conference standings. Long way to go, though. Sear behind the Seahawk net, along with Schmidbauer trying to dig the puck out. Sent around the boards. TJ Roach right side keeps it in for the Bison. Across left side, Chivria with a shot off of Otala, and it ricocheted into the right wing corner off the end glass. 47 seconds to go in the period. Schmidbauer settles it down, gains the line, left side, plays it for Udall, and he couldn't settle it down on his way to the net. Up top to Sear, pitching in with space. His wrist shot blocked by Chivria and taken by the Bison. Roach slowly walking it through center. 28 seconds to go in the period. Menta will tip it in deep. Bison change up their lines with 22 seconds to go. Puck scooped into the left wing corner. Lippa trying to get to it with 10 seconds. Puck out to center. Foster carries it over the line. Right side now. Puck knocked away with 3 seconds. Played into space, and that'll do it. For the second period, the Bison, who normally outscore opponents in the second period, they've outscored opponents by 15 goals this season in the second. They get outscored by 2 goals here, and Salve Regina will lead 3-2 as we make the turn for home. Long way to go here, but Salve right now leading in this Commonwealth Coast Conference game. Seahawks and Bison, a thrilling third period is sure to be in store. We will take a break while they tend to the ice and be back with the call of the third period. Welcome back to the Abbey. Start of the third period. Salve Regina leading Nichols 3-2. The Seahawks outscored the Bison by 2 in the second period. And if trends will continue, the Bison are 0-5-1 this year when trailing after 2 periods. So those were 2 huge goals for the Seahawks in that second period to go from down 1 to up 1. And we'll see if that holds true. But the way these two teams have played back and forth over the last few years, this game is a long way from being decided. Here comes Schmidbauer now over the line. His shot deflected well high and up and out of play. Salve, meanwhile, a perfect 10-0 went ahead after the second period. So these two trends are either going to continue or they're going to get flipped totally on their head. Offensive zone draw for Salve. Puck bouncing to the far side. Renda didn't want to pinch in. Back comes Menta, and he sends it into the Seahawks zone. Behind the net, caught in the apron of the goal. And now peeled off and loose behind the cage. Renda trying to move it around, can't get it out. Campbell at the left point, drops it to Menta. Snap towards the goal, wide. Shavria right side, keeps it alive. Chased by Ruzioni. Into the corner, Dillon there to knock it away. Kept alive by Crivello. Centered towards the net off of Wotala. Back down the ice, we have a whistle and a hooking call. And which way is this going? And it looks like it's against Salve. Dillon headed to the box. So right away, power play opportunity for the Bison to try and tie the game early here in the third period. Hogan Davidson will draw against Evan Schmidbauer. Out there with Clare, Sear, and Clapton, the 4 penalty killers. Sear gets the puck, can't fire it hard enough around the boards, but Clapton able to do a good job of jamming up with TJ Roach to get the puck back out to center. Here comes Davidson over the line, dropped it off for Carlson, and he had it poked away. Back to Perron, top of the right wing, circle with a shot, saved by Wotala, up and out of play. Curtis Carlson trying to settle it down and wristed it on the net. Had it blocked. Carlson is the man for the Bison on the power play. He leads them with 5 power play goals this season. Seahawks again win the draw. Sear angles it off the glass but not out. Sweeney able to deflect it back out to center. Carlson drop back to Roach. Roach hands off to Peter Nico. Navigates center ice. Sends it along the boards. In deep, Wotala waiting now. Sear smashes it off the glass. It takes a weird bounce. Favorable for Salve into space and back down to the Bison end. Hogan Davidson quickly now. Angling near side over the blue line. Drops it off to Menta at the point. Back to Davidson down low. Return to Menta, and it gets past him back out to center. Campbell. With a minute gone on the power play, we'll take it all the way in behind Henry Burns. Puck rolls into the left wing corner. Attacking end for the Bison. Away from Renda. Mangone back to Spencer. Campbell behind the net. Back to Spencer looking to drag it around Wotala. Couldn't get it to go on the backhand. Crivello left side. Up top to Campbell. Top of the circle, Crivello waiting. Passing it down low. Menta trying to center it. All the way out top high. It comes to Campbell. Snap to Menta. Wide right side. Back up top to Campbell. Shuffled across. Campbell gets it back. Crivello. Campbell, his shot blocked. J.B. Baker recovers left side. Baker back to Menta. Baker again left side. Softly down low to Crivello. Baker teed up for Campbell, and his shot is blocked once again. 5 seconds away from being back to even strength. And we are. Out of the box comes Dillon. Waiting is Campbell. His shot towards the goal, deflected wide. Tracked down by Menta in deep. Knifed away from him by Wotala. Renda can't get to it. Crivello there to grab it. We have a slashing call, and which way is it going? And it seems like it's going to be against the Bison. So immediately after the Bison have a chance on the power play, so too will the Seahawks. To the box goes Vincent Crivello. 2 minutes for slashing. Seahawks can try and tack on some insurance here with 17:05 to go in the third. Offensive zone draw for Salve. One back to Dillon. Renda right side, drop down to Aruzioni, curling at the circle. Snapped up top to Dillon, back to Aruzioni. Left side, Clapton on the one-timer, sends it wide. Aruzioni can't get to it away from Davidson. Kept alive, though, by Clapton, jumping in the passing lane. Down low to Aruzioni. Bounces it back up top to Renda. Across to Dillon. Clapton now left side. Up top to Dillon. Fakes the drive, right side. Renda, his shot goes wide. Racing over is Dillon to keep it onside. Across to Renda. Surveys the field, down low to Aruzioni. Right side, pass deflected off a skate. Davidson couldn't clear it. Kept alive now. Clapton sends it towards the goal, and it's blocked. Davidson diving attempt, can't clear it. Renda keeps it alive up top to Dillon. Across, Clapton with a drive, and it's saved by Burns. Some great action. Seahawks trying to move it side to side, get Burns moving, and get him screened up in front. They had John McLean posted up right in front of the goalie. 1:13 to go on the power play. Budasov will draw against Menta, left wing side. One back to Kyle Moore. Now Sullivan takes it straight away up top. Looks like he was going to wrist it. Now hands off to Sear. Wide right side, back to Sullivan. Sullivan hands back off to Sear. Right side, swings it all the way up top again. Sullivan. Right side to Budasov. Sullivan again. Waiting, shooting, deflected on the net. Rolls just wide of the left pipe. And the Bison clear it out to center. That one dribbling just wide of the pipe. Sullivan over the line. Scales it around the glass. Free in the corner. Moore watches it go by. Budasov now up to Sear. Right side Sullivan with 36 seconds to go on the power play. Sends it in space to Budasov. Sear fakes the drive. Right side now Sullivan. Waiting, faking, dropping it down low. Kyle Moore trying to get to it, able to win it, and keeps it alive to Budasov. Up top to Sullivan with 20 seconds. Snaps it towards the goal, tipped by Sennett. Players collide in front, and the Bison are able to get the clear. 12 seconds to go on the power play. One last rush for the Seahawks if they hurry. Wotala hands off to Frankie Sullivan. Quickly up to Tim Sweeney. Gathers it over the line. Fires it around behind the net. That'll do it for the power play. Back to even strength. Seahawks still leading 3-2. Kidney in the corner. Gets it to Lippa. Falling down. Trying to jam it home past Burns. Scramble in front, and he has the puck. Lippa faked for a moment like he was going to go for the wraparound and then cut back in front of the goal. Henry Burns did a great job to read it and squeeze the pads. 14:56 to go in the third. Seahawks leading 3-2. This big CCC tilt. Off the draw, Valaket able to get it out to center. Morrison trying to chip it forward. Caught up in the skates with Leighton. He falls down to the ice. Jumping in is Lippa to grab it, and he'll accelerate over the line left side and send it in behind the net. Burns plays it into the corner. Pondexter. His pass deflected, carried over the line by Schmidbauer, and then Pondexter pokes it away and sends it across for Morrison. Renda there to send it in the air. Puck ricochets back to Renda, and we're going to get a hand pass ruled. And they're going to draw at center. 14:23 to go in the third. Schmidbauer on the defensive zone draw. Wins it back to Renda. Leighton up to Schmidbauer, deflects off him, comes in stride though to Patry. His shot and a glove save made by Burns. With 14:11 to go. Elsewhere in the CCC, midway through the third, Becker and Western New England tied 2-2. UNE all over Endicott, 5-1 now. Early stages of the third period up in Biddeford. Up in Boston, Curry and Wentworth tied 1-1. Only games in the CCC going on right now aside from this one. And here Salve Regina leads 3-2, but here comes Carlson with a shot off of Otala, up and out of play. Seahawks play here tonight, and then we'll play tomorrow afternoon up in Burrillville. Their first trip to the Bison's home ice. Carlson keeps it alive left side. His shot deflects up and out of play. Seahawks women's team also playing Nichols at home here tonight over at St. George's. The Bison leading that game 1-0 with 10:56 to go in the third period. Lone goal coming from Kelly Ferreira on the power play 5 minutes into the third period. So a tight affair there and a tight affair here tonight. Sean Patry draws some cheering from his bench as he blocks a shot and then swats it down the ice. Sennett gets a turnover, snaps it on the goal, save made, rebound being poked around, loose in the corner now for Kyle Moore. Moore trying to center it back to Sennett. Puck sent around the boards, up to Nick Sear. And then Sear deflected by Mangone. Picked off now left side by Perron. He'll chase it into the corner. Shot thrown towards the net. Again goes off of Otala and up and out of play. Bison with the draw in the offensive zone. And it's won by Salve. Sullivan trying to clear the puck. We have a slashing call here. Which way is it going? And it's going against Sear. So Sear will head to the box, and the Bison will get their second power play of the period, looking for the equalizer. Lippa will take it for Salve against Crivello, and it's one right to Spencer, snaps it towards the goal, and it goes wide. Seahawks can't clear the puck. Campbell keeps it alive. We'll walk it up top. Left side, Baker. Down low, Menta. Menta trying to work behind the net. Baker left side. Back down deep, Menta. Quarterbacking from behind the cage. Crivello trying to snap it on the goal. It's blocked in the slot and sent back to center ice by Tim Sweeney. 12:40 and counting to go in the third. 1:25 and counting to go on the power play here for the Bison. Their second of the period, looking to tie the game. Crivello puts on the brakes, left side. Surveys, moves it up top to Campbell. Snap right side. Menta's one-timer. Saving the rebound. Sent down the ice by Carabia. Perron. Left side to Flex to Carlson. Curtis Carlson up top to Roach. His shot save. Otala and Schmidbauer will clear it. 43 seconds to go on the power play. Carlson across the ice, picked off by Aruzioni. Drop to Renda, now across to Dylan. Seahawks looking to kill some time, and Dylan will send it down the ice. 30 seconds to go on the power play for Nichols. Roach up the ice. Left side, Perron, top of the circle with a shot that's blocked. Aruzioni will clean it up and golf it all the way down. One last rush here for the Bison. Here comes Roach. Near side, sends it up towards Hogan Davidson, deflects off of him. Carabia flicks it down the ice, and that'll do it. Back to even strength. Out of the box is Sear. On the ice comes Kidney. Seahawks, penalty kill comes through again. Seahawks continue to hold the lead as we approach the midpoint here of the third period. Puck deflected into the slot. Kidney across the lip, but trying to get it back to Kidney. All of them tied up there. Scaled back out to center. Sweeney tied up with Morrison. Puck rolls into the Seahawks left wing corner. Carabia now Layton. Angled along the boards in deep. Lippa with the puck. Chips it forward to Kidney. Playing it into space. Layton trying to reach after it. Taken away by Kidney. Alone in the corner. Kidney taken back by Morrison. Now Pondexter through center. Across to Valaket over the blue line. Will saucer it into the corner. Puck spinning in behind the net. And offsides is the call here against Nichols. .10:26 to go in the third. Neutral zone draw. Scramble for the puck and it's sent to the Seahawks zone. Grabbed by Sear. Sullivan back to Sear. Snaps it near side. Sennett sends it to the Bison zone. Crivello spinning, trying to chip it up and out, and it goes off the stanchion and out of play. .10:11 to go in the third. Offensive zone draw here for Salve. One to Patry. Back to Sear. Snaps it towards the goal. Blocked by Baker. Grabbed by Patry. Swung along the boards in deep. Kyle Moore trying to send it up to the point. Picked off by Crivello. Moore fights from behind though to win the puck. More battling along the boards now by Patry, trying to skate his way into the slot. Sennett grabs it, back to Patry, dancing and it's loose off to the side of the cage. Menta will grab it for the Bison and flip it out, and gloved down by Moore, dropped along for Sear, played into space just wide of Crivello. Sennett has it and will send it around the boards. Hopping away from Burns in the left wing corner with 9:35 to go in the third. And here comes Ben Campbell. Roach, cross-ice pass taken by Menta. Over the line wide, trying to play it in front. Looking for a tip from Perron. It's played towards the net, and Wortala will cover it up. And Udall and Menta exchanging some pleasantries in front of the net. 9:24 to go in the third. 3-2 the score in favor of Salve Regina. Trying to take control and take sole possession of first place in the CCC. Foster wins it back to Spencer. His drive is blocked. Puck played back to the Seahawk end of the ice. Dillon up to Colin Clapton. Trying to shuffle it in space to Schmidbauer. He gets it off the boards. Throws it wide of the net right side. Udall tied up along the glass. Clapton trying to send it in deep. Bounces into the corner, taken by Schmidbauer. Snap back to Clapton and then knifed out to center by Carlson for the Bison. Dillon will send it around the glass. Clapton catches up to it right side. And will drop it in behind the net. Chasing after it is Eruzione. Cross ice. Here comes Nate Foster trying to duck the shoulder on Carabia. He angles him into the glass into the far corner. Eruzione comes away with the puck, skates out from behind Rotala, threads the needle to John McLean over the blue line, sends it towards the goal, saved by Burns. Budasov looking to collect the rebound. McLean coming in, throws a shoulder, puck comes in on the right wing corner. Foster sends it cross ice, and a player is down behind the net for the Bison, and slow to get up. That looks like Justin Perron. And I don't think, no penalty right now. Perron getting help from his teammates, being skated to the bench. And favoring the left leg is Justin Perron. Head coach Parker Burgess in his 4th season for the Bison. Pleading with the officials to gather up and talk about assessing a penalty here. There is a little bit of a powwow happening for the officials just over the blue line. No penalty was assessed, and it does not seem like we're going to get one here. Ian Spencer, one of the captains for the Bison, speaking with both of the referees. Just asking for an explanation. And now the Bison kind of trying to shuffle up and figure out their lines here. Campbell and Spencer out there with Mangone, Miko, and Davidson. Sweeney, Kidney, Lippa, Claire, and Carabia out there for Salve on this neutral zone draw with 8:20 to go in the third. And it's won by the Bison. Hopping away from Spencer. Played back out to center. Claire trying to touch it up the boards. Lippa able to angle it into the zone. Kidney shoves down a man. Here comes Lippa with a wrist shot off the glove of Burns. Kept alive right side by Carabia. Sent around the boards. Rolling on edge. It'll come in stride to Mangone. Kidney trying to keep it alive. Mangone now over the line right side. Plays it wide of Miko. Has to chase it into the left wing corner with Carabia. Carabia absorbs the hit. Plays it into the right wing corner. That draws some moves and odds from the Bison bench. Mangone keeps it alive in deep. Four-person scrum. Davidson, Claire, Lippa, and Mangone in the corner right side. Puck between Davidson's skates now. Players converging in the right wing corner. Puck pinned to the boards as time ticks away. Players now fall down. Mangone back up to his feet and again pins it to the boards. Lippa trying to wedge it free. Davidson shoves him to the glass. 7:12 to go in the third period. And more scrumming along the board. Sweeney can't get to it. Shavria in the high slot with a wrister, and it's blocked by Claire. And then he chips it off the glass and back to the Bison zone. Quickly, back up the ice comes Menta. Menta trying to turn the corner on Sear. Plays it towards the net, deflected in behind the cage. Right wing corner behind the net now, Menta. Trying to get away from Sear. Make this Kyle Moore. Snaps it towards the goal, well wide. Left side, Shavria. Shuffles it in deep. Sear behind the net. Spins it into the far corner. Layton will catch up to it. Fires it up for Sean Patry. Touch to Kyle Moore. Chugging over the blue line. Drops it off for Patry for his one-timer that goes wide. Kyle Moore drops it back off behind the net to center. Back to Patry. Tied up. Couldn't get the shot away. And touched back out to center by Crivello. Kyle Moore flings it into the air. Bouncing into the corner. Sennett turns back to the outside. Drops it along for Kyle Moore. Now Patry in deep. Trying to angle his way. Gets it to Moore. Up top, Sear. Waiting. Shooting, and it's deflected wide. 6:04 to go in regulation. Seahawks leading 3-2. JB Baker over the blue line. Trying to duck the shoulder on Layton. Sends it towards the goal. Otala with the pad save. Rebound shot from Nias is blocked. Up top, Baker keeps it alive. Seahawks kind of scrambling here defensively. Baker with a shot, blocked. Rebound loose on the slot, and it's angled back out to center, and now Udall with a chance on a breakaway. Baker hustling to get back defensively. Udall trying to get it to Schmidbauer, who couldn't reach for it to try and tip it on the cage. Back come the Bison. Here comes Anderson, galloping over the blue line, able to play it around Dillon. Puck rolling towards the net, knifed away by Renda. He collides in the corner, kept alive by Carlson right side for the Bison. Carlson sends it towards the goal, and it's blocked in front, spinning at the blue line, and now taken and swatted forward by Colin Clapton. Onside, 1-on-4. Spins it into the end boards, and it's taken back by Nichols. Given away to Eruzione. Walks his way up top and then just plays it into space for Budasov. Around to Clapton in the corner. Battling against Campbell down low. Up top to Dillon. Swung across to Renda. Snap towards the goal. Wide off the end glass. Budasov trying to jam it short side. Backing around Burns, who covers it up and freezes it with 4:55 to go in the third period. Seahawks leading 3-2. Back and forth action here in the third period. This is just the kind of game we thought we would get here tonight. Two of the conference's best going toe-to-toe. Offensive zone draw won by the Seahawks. McLean tied up in deep. Roach trying to peel the puck away from him. Eruzione comes to get it. Back to McLean, and we got a penalty. And it's going to be a hook. This looks to be against Salve. There's McLean and Eruzione in the corner. It's McLean doing most of the arguing, so it would seem that he's the one headed to the box. And it is. And head coach Zach Klon doesn't like the call. Been some ticky-tack calls both ways. And Zach Klon yelling out to the officials saying, come on, we've got a great game going here. Let the boys play. Power play here for the Bison. They've had 2 cracks to try and tie the game up here in the third period. With the odd man advantage, is the third time the charm. Or can the Seahawks penalty kill come up one last time? And the Seahawks do get a clear. 10 seconds gone on the power play. 4:33 to go in the third. Campbell across to J.B. Baker. Connects. Crivello knocked off the puck. Lippa trying to shuffle it out to the blue line. Kept onside by Campbell. Baker walks it right side up top to Campbell. Baker top of the right wing circle. Hands off to Menta. Able to get Sweeney to lose his skate. Right side with a shot that's blocked. Sweeney can't backhand it out. Off the block by Dillon. Kept alive by Menta right side. Touchdown low. Crivello spins it through the slot. Jamming in front, and Wotala is able to pounce on it. .3:59 to go in the third. 1:15 to go on the power play for the Bison. As players peel their way off the ice. Big time scramble in front there. Budasov and Hogan Davidson on the draw. One by the Bison. Up top to Roach. Fakes the drive. Right side now. Perron back in the ice after going down earlier. Left side. Carlson with a shot that's blocked. Kept alive by Roach up top. Little head fake. Back to Carlson. Snapped it up top to Roach. Trying to duck around Ruzioni. Will walk it wide left side. All the way to the right point now. Perron. Left side. Crivello up top to Carlson. Across to Perron. One-timer save. Wotala able to snag it out of the air on the rebound. 49 seconds to go on the power play. Schmidbauer on the draw with Crivello. One back to Campbell. Baker up top. Campbell watched by Schmidbauer. Chase now right side is Baker. Hands off to Matthew Menta. In deep. Crivello grabs the puck. Menta holding wide right side. Trying to snap it cross ice for Baker. Has to take it off the boards. Tangled for a moment with Clapton. Menta now free in the right wing corner. Snaps it towards the goal. Crivello trying to spin and jam it towards the net. And Wotala covers it up. 22 seconds to go on the penalty. A little bit of pushing and shoving after that shot as well. That's par for the course here tonight. Budasov and Crivello once again. Budasov out there with Renda, Carabia, and Ruzioni. Wins the draw. Carabia, though, pinned to the boards in deep. Renda trying to swing it out. Goes off of Spencer left side. He keeps it alive. Drop down low to Menta. And we have a whistle here with the net off its moorings. 11 seconds to go on the power play here for the Bison. And 2:55 to go in the third. Budasov and Perron on the draw. Tied up and one behind the net. Wotala trying to keep it away. Seahawks looking for a hooking call on Peter Miko. Don't get it. Carabia in the corner. Sends it up and grabbed by Ruzioni. And a 2-on-1 here for Salve with McLean. Ruzioni across to McLean. Settles it down on the skates. Has to take it wide. Ruzioni now behind the net. Up to the point. Sear paddles it into the corner. Ruzioni trying to dribble it off his stick. Gets it away to McLean, left side. He has it knocked free. Up at the point, Claire keeps it alive. Throws it towards the net. Sticked into the corner. And up and out of play. Ruzioni and McLean had a 2-on-1. Pass was a little bit behind McLean and into the skates. Not out in front and onto the forehand of the stick. Seahawks with the lead, though. Back to even strength and 2:23 to go here in the third. Trying to hold on and take sole possession of first place in the CCC. Claire sends it wide right side. Peter Miko. Cross ice. Grabbed by Perron. And he sends it from center and on Wotala. The Bison, the defending conference champions. But for them, it was kind of a bitter taste in the mouth. They won the conference, winning all their games on the road, but fell to the Seahawks in the NCAA tournament. And these two teams, rivals, battling back and forth. No surprise, we have a one-goal game here. 2:13 to go in the third. Timeout. Parker Burgess will see if they have the net empty. When we return, we will take a quick break and be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Out of the Nichols timeout, Salve Regina leading 3-2 with 2:13 to play. And the net is empty for the Bison. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. Seahawks trying to hold on and take sole possession of first place of the CCC over the defending champs. They have a long way to go and a big stop to make here. Campbell off the draw, sends it up and out of play. On the draw, won by the Bison. Campbell up top, right side to Crivello. Top of the circle, throws it towards the net. Saved by Wotala. There was space left side for a rebound. Seahawks doing a good job, though, tying up Spencer on the far side. Puck is going to get back down to the Bison end of the ice. Menta chased by McLean. In behind the net. Puck left in the corner. McLean's without a stick. Has to sprint back to the bench. Campbell shuffles it left side, walked over by Crivello. His drive flooded towards the net. Blocked, sent out on high. Grabbed now by Campbell, waiting, and will carry it right side across now to Spencer. Settles it down deep to Davidson. Menta lets it go by. Spencer, left side to J.B. Baker. Up top to the point to Spencer. Touched by Menta, tipped towards the net, saved by Wotala. Sear knocks over a man. That's Davidson. No call. Rebound shot thrown towards the net. Wotala went the splits, went falling backward, able to keep it out. Sear ran over Hogan Davidson on the far side. And then in the chaos there, shot was thrown towards the net. Wotala went down, made the full split, and then reached around and went down on his back to keep that one out. 1:11 to go in the third. Seahawks holding on to the one-goal lead. The penalty kill for the Seahawks has been excellent here tonight, especially here in the third period. Trying to come through one more time in an odd man situation. Net empty for the Bison. And the officials are having a conference here. We'll see what the discussion here is. And this is basically like a free timeout here for the Bison. really slows down the pace here of what we had going. This is at least a minute-and-a-half long discussion now between the officials, and I'm not sure what they could be discussing. Unless they want to decide and retroactively go back and assess a penalty on Sear for the hit with Davidson, which had looked like a clean play, and now the Bison are going to get a change here. And couldn't really catch what the officials were saying there. They're going to come over and talk to Parker Burgess. And I guess we're ready for play. Not really sure what that was all about. Offensive zone draw, won by the Bison. Anderson snaps it up to Roach. Back to Anderson, right side. His shot towards the goal, off the glove of Otala. Rebound into the corner. Final minute, third period. Seahawks holding on to a 3-2 lead. Carabia into the corner. Can't get it out. Perron up top. Anderson. One-timer blocked in front. Rebound shot from Roach is blocked by Aruzioni. Down was McLean to block the shot. And now the puck banked out to center. Anderson with 39 seconds. Net empty for the Bison. Here comes Perron left side. Dancing wide. Trying to play it towards the goal. Otala will grab it on the way by and freeze it with 31 seconds to go. All of these teams in the CCC play each other tough. We saw that last week with the way Western New England played Salve and the way Nichols had their troubles with Curry, UNE with Wentworth. But especially this Salve and Nichols matchup, these two teams play each other incredibly tough. Off the draw, shot thrown towards the cage is wide. Menta trying to swing it back on the goal. That's blocked. Davidson in deep. Crivello away to Menta. Up top to Campbell. His one-timer ping-ponged around off the end glass. Back out to center. 16 seconds to go. Budasov with an open net. Now Moore will shoot. He scores! Kyle Moore from center is going to ice it for the Seahawks. Campbell had some space. Otala was kind of shielded in front. He sent one towards the cage. Ping-ponged around, went off the end glass. Came in stride at center for Budasov. He got tied up, and then it's Kyle Moore who scores on the empty net with 13 seconds left. And that's going to seal it here for the Seahawks. As I was trying to say, all these teams play each other tough, but especially trying to knock off this Nichols team, and especially a team that's the defending champs. You know it's going to take a full 60 minutes as Burns freezes it with 6.4. And that's what it took here tonight for Salve. They're going to score a big-time win. Offensive zone draw with 6 seconds left. Bison will win it. Play it around the boards. Valaket will skate it forward, but that's going to do it. Salve led 1-0. They trailed 2-1. They come roaring back in the second to take a lead. They hang on. The penalty kill was tremendous here in the third period. And then Kyle Moore seals it with an empty net goal. Seahawks will take sole possession of first place in the CCC, but the Bison will have a chance to make amends tomorrow night up in Burrillville. Game 2 of this weekend series. That game slated for a 5:40 p.m. start up in Burrillville. The Seahawks will be on the road again on February 8th and then back home for senior night on February 9 against Becker. That game slated for a 7:05 p.m. start. Once again, Nichols falls to 10-9-2, 8-4-1 in the CCC. Salve 13-6-2, and a league best 9-3-1 in Commonwealth Coast Conference play. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew. Brett Wilkes providing the camera work here tonight. Isaiah Bowman providing live stats. Like to also give a special shout out to Jack Abrams and Dan Ashworth, special assistants here tonight in the booth. Once again, your final, Salve Regina defeats Nichols College 4-2 in Commonwealth Coast Conference action. Hope you enjoyed this one, folks. It was a thriller. For Brett Wilkes, I am Ada Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.